everybody. Welcome to ABC Gluten Free. Thank you for joining us today. We're so glad to have you here. If you caught our clip on Periscope and then you came over to our live stream page, we're glad to have you. Give us a little heart and let us know where you're coming from. Make a little comment on the bottom. If you use all capitals, I can possibly see it from where we're standing. So today we have for you another delicious fish recipe that we're going to be making because we're still in Lent season. So if you've given something up to gain something or vice versa, then we have a really great recipe for you. We want to stick with our theme of keep swimming. So we're going to be doing a delicious fried fish taco. What do you think about that? I have my helpers Sophia and Jeremiah, who you guys know, and I'm your host Dana. So we're going to get started, and we hope you guys BYON, right Sophia? Right baby? We hope they BYON. What do you got to say to that?
Bring your own napkin!
Yeah, we hope you bring your own napkin and get your pad and pencil to start writing the recipes because we have a delicious lunch ready for you today. First off, we're going to be starting to make, we lost our lettuce. First off, we're going to start by making our
Salsa.
No, we're making the tortas.
Torta.
We're making the tortas, we're making them homemade, and they're very, very simple if you have your favorite gluten-free flour that you can use and incorporate this into the recipe. Today we're using Mrs. Glee's, and we really like the ingredients and we like how the texture and the flavor came out. So if you're not a customer yet, you might want to check out their website. It's mrsgleesfoods.com, and you can go right on their website and see that we're actually using the sandwich wrap and pita mix. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to make a quick torta, we're going to call them today, for your fish taco. Yeah, you can leave it like that. So first I'm going to get started by warming up our pan. We're going to actually be using our little flat grill here, our West Bend, which is probably one of my favorite things. I'm going to put it on 325, and as it gets heated up, I'm going to put some coconut oil in there. But first, we're going to make our ingredients. So Sophia, we have half of a packet of yeast. You're going to put that right in the bowl. And we're going to get about a half a cup to a cup of water. We're going to get some warm water in there. Yep, half a cup to a whole. Just fill the cup up for now. In order to make our tortas homemade, we just have our rolling pin, which is our pint-sized rolling pin, so we don't take up too much room on the table. We just have a bowl, and we have our plastic baggie that we just cut down the edges. Now you can see that earlier today making the tortas, I did a little melting of them on accident. So we might need to get a new baggie, but we have that ready. We're going to do about a cup of this flour mixture. Yeah. Okay. We're going to use a tiny bit of honey. Can you stop for a minute, please? Thank you.
Can I pour the honey?
Yeah, just a minute. We just got our honey yesterday from Alaire Community Farm, so we didn't even actually open it yet, so I might need a knife. You want to get Mommy a knife, please? Get me a knife in there, please? Thank you. It's a little bit hard to open, but it's great for you to use your local honey in your cooking, and it's great, a sharp one. And it's great for you to take a little bit of honey throughout the day, especially when it comes to springtime or allergy season, or environmental allergies, I should say, because that will help you to acclimate to your environment better. So we have a little bit of this. Ooh, can I touch this first and play with it first before I give it to you? Smell delicious honey. This is from local honey from, I think he said Jackson or Freehold. But we even love the little bottle it comes in. It's gorgeous, right, with a little cork top. Sophia's going to pour just a little bit, please, and you have to listen if you want to do. Okay, we're going to pour a little bit of honey into that mixture. Oh, boy, it's going to come out in a big clump. Oh, that's too much, Sophia. I couldn't even see. That's too much. Because your hand was in the way and you said, I want to pour it. Okay, so we're going to just take a little bit of that out. No. Get a spoon and take a little bit of it out. I'm going to, just like that. That's delicious. Okay, take some of that out. You only need about a teaspoon. Sophia got probably more than a tablespoon, so we're going to take some of that out of here. And we'll just save that for something else, for a different recipe. So we're going to use about a teaspoon of oil. Don't mix it yet, please. Don't mix it yet, please. Teaspoon of oil. Now the back of the package gives you a little bit of a different recipe. We altered it just to make what we wanted. It calls for eggs or egg replacer. We're omitting that And you actually can omit the yeast. You can use baking powder if you like, if you want more of a fluffier kind of a torta. We're making more of a flat one, almost like a corn tortilla without the corn. So we're omitting the eggs. We're not going to use them. We're not even using egg replacer. And we just use a teaspoon of olive oil and a teaspoon of honey. And we're going to actually add a little bit of water, but at first I want to get the salt because we need a little bit of salt in there. Now, if you wanted to have flavored tortillas, you can actually put any kind of flavoring you want in there. Now, you can even do some cheese and make it almost like a mazzarita. But we're just going to do a straight up plain torta. There you go. Put the salt in. We have our gray sea salt. And Sophia's going to start mixing that up a little bit with the water. And as we get that a little bit, no, you're going to use about half a cup.
No, that one.
Oh, yes, that's perfect. Thank you. Now we're only using warm water to kind of start the yeast, and we don't really want a big puffy kind of torta. That's okay, start with that. We don't really want a big puffy torta, we want more of a flat one. And there's several different ways that you can actually make this torta, and we're going to share with you just a few ways because we want you to actually have your opportunity to do it the way you like to do it. Jeremiah, would you get me the coconut oil, please? Alright, so Sophia's mixing that up. Can you show them? It's kind. If you have a food processor, 1, 2, 3, and it's a nice dough ball, and it'll be all done. And she's doing a good job here. No, I need the coconut oil, like the whole thing, please. Thank you.
Mommy, use
So
my
I'm just
hand.
gonna put some coconut oil on our pan here.
Mommy, use my hand.
Not yet, but yes, you're going to use your hands. Thank you. All right. So what we want to do is we want to get a little bit of flour on our hands. Okay, stop, please. A little bit of flour, and we're going to keep that on our hands, and we're going to roll this into balls. So maybe 5 balls of dough. There's 1. Sophia, come here. You don't need that. I have it right here. There's 2.
I already have it in my hand.
Those might be a
before you
little
said
bit
that.
too big. Okay. There's 3.
Now what do you want me to do?
Roll that into a ball. This is 4. Jeremiah, do you want to come and roll this out? I'm going to turn this down just a little bit, and I'm going to show you how we make our torta right in here. We're going to put 1 of the balls into the plastic, fold it over, and then we're going to press it down to a round circle and roll it out just a little bit. Now, depending on how big you want your torta and how fluffy is how wide you will roll that out. So if you want a very thin, light torta, roll it out really thin. But remember, you have to get it onto the pan. So the best way to do that is with the plastic. That's why you see my plastic burned a little bit on the edge. Good girl. So put that right here. So we made about 1 cup of that flour, made about 4, we got 6 out of the last one, so we must have made them a little bit smaller and thinner. And we have a little bit of leftover in here, which we're going to leave because we're going to use this to make our batter for our fried fish. All right, excuse me. Okay, so now Jeremiah did a good job of rolling out the torta. See how it's in the plastic bag? And now all you have to do is remove it very easily from the plastic bag, and we're going to put it right onto the grill.
Can I
Okay.
do one? How about we both do
Now
two?
we're going to let that cook until that kind of fluffs up a little bit, and then we're going to flip it over.
Me and I are gonna both do
You
two,
worked
so
it
I
out.
don't
I'm
need
very
to-
proud of you.
Right,
You worked it out.
Jeremiah?
That's teamwork. Good girl. Now I'll take this, and you guys can move this. So we're going to let those cook, and it's good to get the tortas done first because you can warm those or keep them in the oven, or if you have a little torta container, keep those in that tortilla container until you're really ready to use them. Wrap them with a nice towel, and you can always microwave that if you have to. So it's going to cook for about 1 to 2 minutes on this side, and then we're going to flip it over. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. You know how I like things when they're homemade. They look a little bit more rustic. We're not making, wholesale production here. We just want to make a little bit of nice food for our family. So we have 1 more going on. Look how nice they did it. Very nice. And I'm just going to lay that right into the pan here. Now I do have the pan hot, and I did brush it with coconut oil. And you can also brush the tops before you flip them over, and you'll get a nice golden brown texture on there. A little crispy crunch for your taco shell. Now, we haven't found any, and I'm saying any, gluten-free certified corn taco shells yet. So if someone's out there, go make them, get them certified, and put them in the store. because I won't buy them anymore because they're not certified gluten-free. I just can't trust it. I can't trust my family to be safe eating that. So we do make our own. Now, today we're using Mrs. Glaze, and this is certified gluten-free, and it's actually made in a gluten-free facility. There are no gluten ingredients made with it. I'm starting to notice now in the certified gluten-free items, some of them are saying processed in a facility with wheat, dairy, soy. So that's quite upsetting to me, but this is a complete gluten-free facility. They also don't have any soy or dairy. So this is a good item that you can replace with whatever you're using for pretty much a basic mix if you want to. So the sandwich wrap pita mix we're using for several different things. We're going to be using it for our fish fry, for our flounder. We're going to be using it for our tortas. And we would have used it for something sweet had we had thought of something earlier to make. But my brain just wasn't working so well this morning, right? Right? Would you go get Mommy the spatula, please, that I can flip this over with? Give me that metal spatula. So I'm just going to check the other side. It's very nice. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Now you guys know how I like to go low and slow because when you turn stuff up, you burn it and you don't have a chance to regain. So when you do it low and slow, you have a chance to kind of keep an eye on it, go do something else and come back. Thank you, honey. Not yet, but thank you. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do, why don't you do the other one of these? Roll it out. Go get the plastic bag over there. It's over here, honey. All right, so we have our another baggie that I told you. All I did is take a sandwich bag, can you wait 1 minute? And I just cut it down the sides. If you don't have parchment paper or saran wrap, this is really the best thing to do. And then you can kind of even measure the size that you would like to have it. If you want a larger tortilla wrap, then just get a larger baggie and use that to it. All right, so you go ahead and do that. While Sophia's rolling out our next torta, we have 4 tortas from that. We're going to get started on making our fish fry batter. So there's a couple of different ways you can do this, and I know that everybody does it their own way. We've done a beer batter before. We've done a cider batter before. Today we're going to just do a straight up batter. What? Are you zipping it up now? Oh, okay. I'm just going to check this real quick because it looks like it's getting nice. Oh, beautiful. Look at this. Gorgeous golden brown on that one side. Gorgeous. That is looking yummy. And then I'm going to flip this one. It's looking good. Okay, so now we're going to get started on our fish fry. We're going to actually make a batter for it. We're going to be using the same ingredients, except we're omitting the yeast, and we're going to do a little bit more to it. All right, so I'm just going to use the same bowl because there's really nothing different about it. Are you okay? This is going to be a little bit more of a loose batter. Jeremiah, can I have the cider vinegar, please? I'm going to put about a tablespoon of oil in it. You can use any oil you want. Today we're using sunflower oil. Normally I use grapeseed oil. I'm going to do a little salt, and I need some spices back there too. I'm going to do a little salt even though the fish is salty. Okay, hold on. I'm going to do just a teeny bit of apple cider vinegar. That's like a capful right there. Can I put them over there, honey? Put them over there. Thank you.
Paprika?
Not yet. Okay, now we're going to just take a look at the kind of flavors that we'd like to have for our fish fry. Do we want it spicy? Do we want it more savory? Or do we want it just straight up salt and pepper? What do you say? Spicy. Okay, so we're going to do pepper. We're going to do a little bit of cayenne and a little bit of chili. And of course, Sophia's favorite spice.
Paprika!
Paprika. I think she just likes to say it more than anything. Paprika! You like to say it? That's good. Jeremiah, can I just have a plate to put the tortas on? Because these are almost done. So, obviously, you have to make a double batch of this if there's more than 4 or 5 of you. We do have some in the back that we prepared earlier today. Not too much, it's very hot. Thank you. And after you're done with these, yeah. Jeremiah, can I also have a kitchen towel, a clean kitchen towel? So what I'm going to do is put a clean kitchen towel in here. I'm going to stack up the tortas, wrap them up in that towel, and if they get cold, all you have to do is take the whole thing and put it in the microwave for like 10 to 15 seconds. And you'll warm up those tortas. Or you can put this in the oven, obviously without the kitchen towel. But you can put the plate in the oven with the tortas on it and keep them warm. So Jeremiah's just going to get me a kitchen towel, a clean one. Thank you. Clean kitchen towel. And I'm just going to fold that in half. And I'm just going to put our tortas right in here. And I'm going to check this one, maybe flip it over and look at it. It looks beautiful. We've got the nice golden brown. It's nice and flexible, which is what we want. And we're just gonna cover that and go to the next one. Sophia, line up your spices away from you, please, when you're done. All right, so I'm gonna put the next one on. This one feels a little bit thick, so I'm gonna let this one cook a little bit longer. I'm gonna brush the top again with some coconut oil. And I'm gonna let that cook for about 2 minutes on that side. I'm gonna put the other one on there.
Pepper.
Good girl. She's the spice girl. She's like posh spice. You're the spice girl? Okay, so to our fish batter, Sophia's, okay, that's enough. Sophia's doing all the spices. Jeremiah, can you just move those spices over here, please? Yeah, we're gonna need them though for the slaw and salsa. Sophia's mixing that up, and we have our water here. You could use milk, you could use water, you could use beer or some kind of cider. Sophia's gonna do a little bit of water. Go ahead. We want the batter to be thick, a little bit thicker, kind of like a pancake batter. You don't want it to be too loose because then when you drop it into the fryer, you're gonna lose everything. Hold on 1 minute. We need a little bit of baking powder in there. So Jeremiah, could you get us the baking powder, please? I think it's in the fridge. A little bit of baking powder because we want a crunchy, kind of puffy fried fish, almost like an Arthur Treacher's kind. I don't know if you remember Arthur Treacher's. That was yummy, Arthur Treacher's fish and chips. Go get a drink. So go get one. Go get one. Yes, I can. Mine. All right. So as the tortas are cooking, I'm going to actually just kind of make sure they're separated. I'm going to make sure they turn nice and golden brown on the one side. And I'll just show you. Can you guys see that? See how they slid right off? Baking powder. It's in a little silver thing.
Baking powder.
All right, so when I slid them down to show you, I slid them off the pan almost. Look at there they are. So there you go. The tortas are cooking. Here's the baking powder. We're going to use about half a teaspoon of baking powder. So this is just about the perfect size for that. We're going to add that right into there, and then we're going to do the water. Sophia's going to mix that up as soon as she's done getting her drink. She got a little thirsty. Thank you. Let me put that away. So we want to know, what are you guys doing for Lent? We want to know, what did you decide to either give up or gain from restraining yourself from certain things? Some people that don't eat meat on Fridays, we understand that that's, that's a commitment for those 40 days, or they give up candy or chocolate or something like that. But what did you gain in these 40 days? Did you get closer to the Lord? Did you pray more? Did you seek Him more? Did you wake up early? And did you do anything special for Lent? We need more. Jeremiah, can I have some more water in there, please? Thank you. She was trying to be obedient for 40 days straight.
And then I will go to their workout.
How do we do with that?
I did great.
We're still working on it. There's still 7 more days to go till next Good Friday. It's Good Friday, thank you. And
But I thought you said
okay, we're not discussing it right now. Okay, you're done. So anyway, next week is Good Friday, and we hope we have a really nice show planned for you. Because what we're going to be doing is some of our Easter favorites in preparation for the Easter season. We love to make our Italian family style. Okay, stop. That's actually hurting my ears. We love to make our Italian style family. We love to make the Easter bread. We like to make the pizza game with all the meat and the basket cheese and all that yummy, delicious stuff. So we don't want you to miss that. But today for our fish fry, we're still working on our batter. We need some more water. Sophia's going to stir that up. We need it to be looser. And I'm going to just flip over our tortas. They're looking lovely. Yummy. They're looking really good. And I already put the coconut oil on both sides so we get that nice little golden brown. Can Mommy do this now, please? Because we need to get the fish in there. Alright, so we just have to, if you have a food processor, like I always tell you, it takes like 2 minutes. When you have two kids and your mom, it takes a little bit longer because you want to have fun. Right? You want to have fun. Right? Alright, so I'm just going to mix this up a little bit. It's a little bit clumpy because we need to add that water and move it around.
Are these the fishes?
No, those are the tortas. Alright.
Where are the fishes?
They're in the fridge. In the fridge.
I'll get them.
Alright, so our batter's seems to be almost there. It needs to be whipped, it needs to be stirred a little bit more. Lots of clumps in there. Okay, put that down. We might have to use the other fish. This morning we were getting the fish ready. We accidentally turned on the warm water instead, so we had a little bit of a casualty here, I should call it, but we'll make do with it. So what we have is we have wild caught flounder. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you got it. We have wild caught flounder that we're going to be frying in our fryer. I have the fryer on 350. Wait, 375, I'm sorry. And I'm actually going to drop the basket and drop the fish away from me. I know you probably can't see it that well, but okay, Sophia, thank you. So we'll take our first chance. And what we're going to do, we need a pan, plate, I mean. We're going to first dip it into the flour, to this, and then we're going to dip it into the batter because we want it to try to stick better. Sophia, we could just use this right here.
Oh, here's the fish pan.
No, that's for after it's done. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of flour in there. And we're going to go from flour. Sophia, could you wait and let me do this real quick? We're going to go to the flour. Then we're going to go to the batter. And we're going to dunk it in there. This is very sticky and gooey. But we're going to get a nice crust on this.
Okay, so.
And then I'm going to drop this into the fryer. I'm just going to kind of take a little bit of that off. It's messy, but it's fun and it's delicious. And it goes into the fryer.
One hand for flour.
Go slow so you get a little bit of crust on it. And you give it 1 or 2 shakes so it doesn't sit on the bottom of the basket. You want to see that fish come up quickly. Okay, so you can wash your hands. You know, you don't want to. You don't have to. It's fine. Just push it. All right. Well, you're gonna get flour on them no matter what, probably. Go. Okay. Bracelets are off. Fish is frying. It's looking good. It's getting very puffy. It definitely stuck to the bottom though. We had it stick to the basket. You have to shake it a little bit. Well, I'm not ready yet, so leave it in there, please. Thank you. You want to just go wash your hands and we'll do it little by little. All right, so when you're frying up the fish, you really want to do it all at once. You can lay it out on the pan. Keep it in the refrigerator so that it's ready when you want to fry it, so you're not kind of keep on making a mess, keep on making a mess. I'm going to take these off now. These are looking gorgeous. And I'm going to just put our tortas into our towel. This is our clean kitchen towel. And then I'm going to ask Jeremiah to get rid of our west bend here.
Pan.
We're going to use that pan right there. Jeremiah's going to switch out the west bend for the pan for me. So this is hot. Please be careful. Take that away. Thank you. Alright, so this is our pan to put our fish on after we're done frying it.
Fish, you will go down.
This is looking awesome. This is totally amazing. Jeremiah, oh, this is really hot too. Take this too. Sophia, alright?
Yeah.
Alright, so this is just a paper bag. We're actually going to cut these. You want to cut these for Mommy? And open them up, and we're going to lay our fish on that when they're done frying.
Fishy, 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 fishy.
That is looking really good. Gluten-free Grandma's going to love this. Now, we celebrated her birthday this week, and she's been asking for fish tacos, fish tacos, fish tacos, which is quite funny to me because you don't really like fish tacos or really Mexican food at all. So we decided for her birthday we're going to make it for her. Now we wanted to make her dessert, but I just couldn't think of anything other than cheesecake to make. So we'll have to make that off the show because we probably made that.
Nope.
We probably made it 10 times on the show already. If you go back and look at Walker's shortbread and all those, we did it 10 times. Okay, another one. Do that. Okay. This fish is ready. That is a gorgeous piece of fish. Now, not only does it puff up, what are you calling him for?
I need a help.
Not only does the fish puff up, but it gets golden brown, and being that Sophia put all her special spices in there, it really looks exquisite.
Jeremiah, come on. The flour doesn't even get
two different ways. You saw us use it to make the actual tortas that we're gonna put our fish tacos in. And now you see it for us to actually make the batter for our fish tacos. All right, let me just show you this gorgeous piece of fish. Look at this. This is beautiful. Gorgeous fried batter, fried fish. It's perfect for your fish tacos. Wait, hold on, I'm not ready yet. All right, Sophia's got me covered. She's hooking me up right here. I'm gonna let that go real slow. I don't want that to splatter. No, you can't do another one right now. Gotta shake it a little bit so it doesn't get stuck in the basket. As soon as you feel that is away and it's floating all by itself, then you know you can leave it alone. Now Sophia did another one for me. Maybe I could do this small one. These have really nice thick batter on them. These are going to be so yummy. Sophia, thank you for doing this, honey. You're doing an awesome job. We're going to drop that one down. That's going to be delicious.
Maya, come here.
All right, so we'll do one more piece of fish. And then we're going to get started on our salsa. Sophia, don't do that. That's not nice.
Yeah, cute.
Okay. Why don't you cut this piece in half for Mommy?
The scissors?
No, get a knife and cut it in half. And then while the last piece of our fish is cooking, we'll get started on our salsa and our fennel slaw, which is going to be so delicious. Now, gluten-free grandma would really like that cabbage slaw, but being that I can't have cabbage with Hashimoto's, we're going to substitute the cabbage for some fennel. And do you like cabbage? Yeah, you do like cabbage, right? We love coleslaw. And when I couldn't have coleslaw, I was really slightly disappointed, but
So was I.
you find ways to substitute in ways that taste delicious too. All right.
I love apple slaw too.
Yeah, apple slaw is yummy, right?
Especially yours.
All right, so that fried fish is really looking good. And you know, you can see this. Jeremiah, maybe you can show them this beautiful piece of fried fish. Can you show them that without spilling it off of mine? They're enjoying a cup of tea over here. They're sitting relaxing while Sophia and I are working like dogs. Jeremiah, see if you can show them without tipping it off of the pan. Thank you. And you have it on the GoPro too? All right, so you gotta leave it in there, honey. That's a gorgeous piece of fried fish, and it's gonna be delicious in our fish tacos. I can't wait. Okay, so we're gonna leave this here.
Gorgeous piece.
Gorgeous piece of
Fried
fried fish. So you don't have to miss out on those fish-a-majigs or whatever those things were called at Burger King and McDonald's. Make your own at home. It didn't really take that long, and you guys can see that we're doing it together. We're having a good time, and if you have, even if you don't have a deep fryer, just put a pot of oil on your stove and fry it right in there. You'll have to do one or two at a time, just like I'm doing here. It'll be delicious, it'll be gluten-free, and it'll be safe for your family, and you won't be sorry after you ate it, right? Okay, so you're gonna leave that now, and we're gonna kind of, Jeremiah, put this in the fridge for me, get rid of this. I'm gonna leave this right over here. We're gonna get ready to fry the next one as soon as there's room in the fryer. We're gonna put our tortas to the side. Jeremiah, can you take this stuff away? Sophia, let's clean up our space here. And once we have our slaw ready.
The apple slaw.
Yeah.
Not apple slaw. The coleslaw.
Okay, we need our cutting boards. Clean up our spot. Sophia, you're supposed to be cleaning up. Instead, she's taking a break. Everybody's taking a break today, leaving me here hanging.
I got thirsty.
You got thirsty? Okay.
I wasn't sitting there the whole time.
No, I know you weren't.
This is
All right, our fish is done. It's looking beautiful. I'm gonna let that drain for a minute before I do the next one. And you always want to keep an eye on your fryer. Once you take out that fish. Hold on, honey, please. Can you stop for a minute, please? I have to tell them something. Once you take out your fish, you want to make sure the fryer goes back up to temperature before you put another piece of fish in. Otherwise, you'll get a really soggy, greasy piece of fish that you do not want. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so move the tortas, please, over there. And then grab us our ingredients. We're going to get all of our ingredients together for our pineapple mango salsa. We're going to also get all of our ingredients together.
Tropical fruit.
Yeah.
From Cooks and Cons.
Oh, that's so funny, right? We're doing tropical fruit.
And they even have mango in the pineapple.
Yeah. Jeremiah, first we're gonna do the fennel. Put that back. First we're gonna do the fennel slaw. We want to show you how delicious and really super nutritious this is because you're eating your rainbow. We love to see everybody eating their rainbow. And we're going to show you all of the delicious things that we got at Alair Community Farm. Okay, first on the docket is our gorgeous organic kale. No, you're going to do it in order, please. It's our gorgeous organic kale. Put that back, please. We have our gorgeous fennel. We have the zucchini, which I think I'll leave out. It's a little bit too watery. We have an onion, and basically that's going to be the trio that we're using, along with some of our, we have some delicious,
I love you, Mayo. Just Mayo.
We have some delicious garlic that we roasted. Jeremiah, could you get that? And some mint. And we need our big bowl. Put this away for now, please. Actually, no, we'll keep that up. All right, so we have our delicious roasted garlic. We have our gorgeous organic mint. We're going to omit the zucchini because that's a little bit too watery for me. Put that away, please. All right, that's okay. So what we're going to do to make our delicious slaw, Sophia is first going to cut some fennel. You want me to show you how to do it? I think I'll show you how to do it. How about that? Okay. First, we're going to take the fennel. Now, you can use this for whatever you want, but for the slaw, we're just going to be using the bulb. So move your fingers. Jeremiah, can you move this for me so they can see what I'm doing? I'm going to cut off the end, which is just the root part, and I'm going to toss that away. Now, you can use that to make broth, and normally I would put everything in a pot and make broth, but I'm saving gluten-free grandma today. This is her birthday present from me. I'm not going to make too much of a mess. So we're going to slice this really thin. Now, when you're slicing it really thin, you want to be careful. This is a very hard vegetable. And, okay. And then what you're going to do is just, once you cut it thin, you're just going to cut it like in half almost. So you have kind of like half moons, almost like that. And then we're going to throw it right into the bowl. But you have to take this stuff out of the bowl in order to do that. Okay, there you go. All right, so Jeremiah's going to cut the fennel. Sophia's going to do the kale, and I'm going to show you this really quick. Now, we showed you last time on Periscope how we get the kale ready to be eaten. We save the stems because we juice them. So you just pull like this, and then you have the kale, and then you chiffonade them, just like she said. So we're going to save these here, and then we'll have them make our dressing as soon as they have everything ready to go. Sure, Sophia, I'm going to put this back here. No. I'm going to take our fried fish out and put it right here. Ooh, look at this. Is the perfect size for our fish taco. Look at that. Yummy. I want to take a bite. I'm going to put another piece of fish in there. Hey, are you taking a bite of that?
You said, why don't we take the bite?
I can't believe you just took a bite of that.
You said to.
I know, I said I want to take a bite. I didn't take a bite.
He said, why not?
I'm going to put those last two pieces of fish in the fryer. They're going to be gorgeous. Now, obviously, we have to make more because gluten-free dad is coming home and we have to make sure we have food for him. Yeah, make sure it's not too long, Sophie. You don't want to choke. Nope, that's good. Now throw it in the bowl. For the kale and the fennel coleslaw, we're calling it coleslaw. We're just going to say slaw. We're going to make a nice dressing. We're going to be using some of the Joy mayo. We're going to be using some apple cider vinegar and some of the spices that Sophia used in the fish batter. We're going to use in there. No, just do the whole thing. Alright, so Jeremiah's cutting up the fennel. We have the fish fried. We have our tortas made. If you missed that, go rewind and watch the tortas being made. Our fish is really frying up a storm in there. I'm loving it. And we have it drying just on paper bags. No, it's not on the floor. No, that's fine. We have them drying on paper bags. You don't need anything special to dry your fish out on. And if it's at the right temperature, you won't really have that much grease. You should have just, a little bit on the paper bag. You can actually just put your fried fish in a paper bag and go ahead and eat it wherever you need to go. But we're going to be making delicious fish tacos. So Jeremiah's almost done with the fennel. Sophia's working on the kale. You're doing a good job. Put your kale sticks here because we're going to save them.
Yeah.
We obviously have to have avocado with it, right, Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Oops. There goes the fish. So we have a few avocados. You want to make sure you get the one that's best ready. This one's ready. This one seems ready. Jeremiah's going to grab our sign and put it back so you can cover up all of our mess over here. There you go, Jeremiah. Thank you. All right, so these avocados we'll keep over here. We don't need those right now. So we have 6 more days of Lent. We want to know what you guys are up to. What are you going to be doing for Good Friday? We'll be showing the Passion of the Christ at our church at 7 p.m., right, Jeremiah? I like your head. It's cute. The Passion of the Christ at our church at 7 p.m. on next Good Friday. And I'm also having a party here because us girls are not going to be watching the Passion of the Christ. I just can't take it. Anyway,
And I can't watch it, so
she's too young.
stay home.
So we're going to be making some pies that day. Pies and pours we're having it.
And you can, and Katie, you're invited.
Yeah.
If you're watching.
All right, so we're frying up the fish. Oh, we got a stickler on the bottom here. Yep, I gotta keep an eye on that because you really have to shake it and make sure. Sophia, you're doing a good job, honey.
You want me to put this plate?
No, don't put that in. Just put that over there, please.
Mama, do you think you could text Katie's mom?
Not right now, okay?
Later.
Later. All right, so we have some nice roasted garlic we're gonna put right into there.
I'm gonna be in trouble.
And this is just gonna kind of melt.
And Mason and Nat.
Sophia, can we talk about this later, please? Thank you. All right, so this is gonna kind of melt into the dressing. It's gonna be delicious. Ooh, I felt something pop on me. I don't know if it was that or not.
It could have been.
So we'll do 1 piece of garlic since gluten-free grandma doesn't want to smell all weekend like garlic. All right, those fish are looking so good. I can't wait to have it. My mouth is drooling. We hope you guys BYON.
Bring your own napkin.
I feel like I'm drooling. Am I drooling? It sounded like I was, right? Okay. We also have a gorgeous organic onion, and we watched that little quick video online about dyeing your eggs. So maybe we'll save our onions. Maybe gluten-free grandma won't mind. We save our onion skins so we can dye those eggs beautiful yellow color. That would be awesome. Yeah, we'll do it. All right, put that in, Sophie. You're done with that. Now you can do the mint. Okay? You're gonna chiffonade the mint. And then Jeremiah can squeeze the limes and slice a little bit of that onion. Oh my goodness, let me have a piece of that. It's so yummy. Gorgeous mint. That is just going to be really delicious and fresh. We're substituting the cilantro for mint. Or we're substituting the mint for cilantro. What? We're substituting mint for cilantro because one of our friends is allergic to cilantro, and if she comes over later, we want her to be able to have a fish taco and not be allergic. Jeremiah, would you go check that? All right, so we have our fish done. There we go. We have a couple little pieces, little stragglers. We'll save the rest of the batter for later. Look, we have a bunch left, maybe 2 or 3 pieces more. So we know that gluten-free dad's gonna need some when he gets home. So I just want to try a little piece because this looks so good I can't take it.
No!
Wow. Awesome. Awesome. I'm gonna actually, Jeremiah, gonna do the onion.
The batter is such a good
It's delicious. You did a great job on the batter, Sophia. It's nice and crispy. It's got a little bit of heat on it, not very much, and it's just the perfect amount. And it's nice and crispy and fluffy, right?
You said
Yummy.
crispy already.
But it's fluffy.
It's so
It's crispy
fluffy.
and fluffy.
It's so fluffy.
All right, so now we're making our dressing. Can Mommy finish telling them what we're doing? We're gonna use some of our Joy mayo. This is Hampton Creek mayo. Just mayo. We call it Joy. It says Joy on the side. I just call it Joy. All right, so we're gonna do about almost a cup of the mayo. Jeremiah, just a little bit of lime, not too much. Some apple cider vinegar. That's enough, yeah. Some apple cider vinegar. Excuse me, Sophia. About a half a cup to a quarter of a cup of apple cider vinegar. And then I'm gonna let the kids do the spices in there. We're gonna do salt first. Thank you, Jeremiah. That's good. What's so funny? What's so funny? They're laughing at something I must have missed and I'm gonna have to watch the rewind. So we have the salt. I'm gonna cover this up for now.
What are you gonna let me do?
You need to put this stuff away as you're doing it. Go put it over there, please. Here, take this and put it over there. Alright, now we're going to do a little bit of onion. Jeremiah, just do a tiny bit of onion. It has to be diced, okay? So here, let me cut a piece for you.
I'll start on the salsa.
No, not yet. You can do a little bit of onion for the salsa too.
What do you want me to do?
No, we're going to do the dressing. So let's
You
swap
want me
this
to
out.
mix it? You want
We
me
need to get the
this?
spices. Get the spices. And what we're going to do for the salsa, she got me thinking of salsa now. What we're going to do for the fennel slaw, Sophia's going to add the spices and then we're going to kind of mix it all up together.
Can't make spices coming through.
Okay, I'm going to do the pepper.
I'm doing all the rest.
Yes, you could do all the rest.
Yay.
And you can even add a little bit of honey if you want to. It'll give it a little bit of a sweet note without adding sugar to it. So remember I told you we would use that honey for something? Here it goes. Here goes the honey.
I'm going, hey, you're picky right there. Yeah, honey.
He has honey on him? Oh, I just dropped a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to use some parsley flakes.
Some parsley, good girl. That's enough. Now if we had fresh parsley, that actually would be the best, but we
Some
don't have that.
ground cayenne
Just a teeny
pepper.
bit of that, not a lot.
That's why I have a teaspoon somewhere.
Oh, we put that away.
Excuse me.
Get another one. Okay, so we did salt and pepper already. A pinch of salt, a pinch of pepper, about a half a teaspoon of parsley.
Oh!
We did about a quarter cup to half a cup of apple cider vinegar and almost a cup of our Hampton Creek mayo. Now, if you wanted to make your own, you could just do a little bit of olive oil or you could do the egg yolks if you wanted to. It's totally up to you. There you go. That's enough. That's enough of pepper.
Okay, now some
We're
ground
going to do a little bit of
cumin.
cumin. Just sprinkle it in there, honey. Don't use the spoon. Just sprinkle it in there. You don't need to use the spoon for everything. Okay, that's enough.
Ground
A
cumin.
little bit of cumin.
Dark chili
Is there
powder.
something going on, honey? Come there. Okay, we put this away. We're also going to take some of our microgreens and toss them right into our slaw.
What?
Your eyes are burning? Aw. Eyes are burning from the onions.
Paprika!
Okay, go rinse.
Now we're mixing. And mixing.
Hold on. I'm going to cut some of the I did the salt already. I'm going to get rid of the spices. Please go put them away.
Paprika!
Yeah. I'm going to cut some of those microgreens into there. I know that's kind of like almost a sin, but I really want that flavor in there and I love it. All right. We have that roasted garlic that I kind of want to get mashed up in there. Because if somebody gets that whole piece of garlic, they're going to be mad at me. Someone's going to be mad at me. I don't want that to happen. All right, just a minute, please. Thank you. All right, I'm smashing up that garlic. All right, now Sophia's going to just keep tossing that until it's really nice and mixed. Jeremiah can get those onions and put them in a bowl, and we're going to get ready to do our pineapple, mango.
We mix
Our
until all
pineapple,
combined.
we're going to do our pineapple mango salsa, right? Now, we can do tomatoes or we cannot do tomatoes. Since we have the pineapples and mangoes, we kind of don't need them.
Yeah,
But
we
it's
do.
totally up to you. We
Uh-huh.
need them?
Yeah.
Then you're going to have to go get me a can of tomatoes. So what do you say now? We still need them?
Yes, we need that.
All right, so we're going to use a can of diced tomatoes.
We can't do that.
Jeremiah, not in here, honey. We need a bigger container, like a bigger bowl for the slaw and everything. I mean, for the salsa. All right,
We
so
got a tomato right here.
put that back, please. Thank you. Right, we also have some gorgeous arugula. Bring the arugula over. I want to show them the arugula. Oh, what are you doing? Eating already. She's eating everything. We have this gorgeous arugula from Alaire Community Farm. It's gorgeous. All we did was rinse it off. And we can actually use this as a side salad, or we can actually put this right into the slaw. I think I'm gonna leave it separate and we can do what we want with it later. And with something as gorgeous as that, you really just... Oh, are you okay? You have the dropsies today, right?
I do.
All you have to do really with this is a little bit of lemon juice and olive oil. You know, really just something simple because it's so delicious and lovely. All right, so we're mixing up. What did you just drop, honey? Did you put it in the sink?
Yep.
Okay. Good. All right, so we've got our slaw ready. Can you please go put this over there? Stop eating and go put this over there. Come on, because we got to finish up. And go put this over there. All right, go put this over there. Thank you. All right, so we have our diced onion. Jeremiah chopped up that onion a little bit, even with the tears going. We're going to do a lime in there. We don't need that, honey. We just need the mango and the pineapple. And then if you want the olives, you can start cutting the olives. I'm going to just turn this a little bit this way so I can cut the pineapple for you. Good girl. All right.
Jeremiah, do we want olives in our salsa?
I'm going to cut the pineapple for you. I'm just going to show you real quick how we do this to make some little chunks. Where's my knife? Excuse me, Sophie.
No olives.
All right, so we cut off the top.
Mango time.
We cut off the bottom,
Ready?
just like Sophia's going to do to the mango. Cut off the top and the bottom, and then I'm going to skin the sides down the side here.
Cut off the bottom, or that is that top? I don't know.
Whatever.
I think this is the top.
Okay. We're going to cut away
And
all
cut off
prickly.
the top. And now.
There you go, good girl. Now I'm going to just dice this and put it right in there with the onion. Let me clean off my cutting board first. I'm going to dice up that pineapple really nice. Jeremiah, you know what? You're going to have to strain that and keep the juice, honey. So we just want the tomatoes. We don't want the juice, really. And we want just like nice little pineapple pieces like that. Make sure. It's good. It's juicy. It's a good pineapple. We also got the pineapple from Alaire Community Farm.
A bona fide good.
Bonafide good. Okay, so I'm just gonna chop up this. We want small pieces, not too chunky.
This is a good mango.
We're gonna leave the core out. We'll juice the core. We'll save that and juice it. Jeremiah, don't do that. You cannot do that. Go in the sink and a bigger container and a smaller strainer. You almost made a disaster there. We could have had a big old spill today with that.
Big old spill.
All right, so we're just throwing our mango in there. I mean our pineapple in there.
I'm going to get my yogurt.
We've got a couple more chunks. Now it depends on how much salsa you want. We would need this whole pineapple and both of the mangoes. That would be enough for us. The kids love salsa. But what I'm going to do is save half of it for later. We want to make sure gluten-free dad gets his share. So I'm just going to put this to the side for now. Excuse me. Thank you. All right, so our fish is ready. Our tortas are ready. We have our slaw ready, our fennel and kale slaw. It's going to be amazing. We have Sophia working on the mangoes. How you doing, honey? All right? Do you want me to cut it?
No.
We're going to just get some of our lime juice into there. I'll do that while you're doing it.
My mango.
Yeah. I'm going to just use my fork and squeeze out the juice here. And we're going to chop up some mint. We're going to put some mint in here. It's going to be delicious. I like a lot of lime juice and a lot of salt in my salsa. I don't know if you do or not, but I would like to use 2 limes and a bunch of salt. And that would be yummy for me. All right. We got our lime. We're going to do some pepper. Sorry, Sophia, okay?
Yep.
A little bit of our salt.
This mango.
This salt is really strong, so you want to be careful when you're using it. our mint. We're gonna dice some mint and put it in there.
Where's the bowl for this?
I don't have one right now. I'm using this right here.
Just no bowl for salsa.
Yeah, I have this right here, but I'm gonna chop up a little bit of mint in
Tomatoes
there.
there?
I don't want all of them though, Jeremiah.
You want the tomatoes in it?
Yes, please. All right, so I'm just cutting a little mint and putting it in our salsa. And Jeremiah's gonna give me some of the tomatoes. Go ahead. This smells so good. I love this. Oh, yummy. Normally I would put some garlic in the salsa, but I'm gonna omit it because we put it into the slaw. So gluten-free grandma doesn't smell like garlic all weekend. And then she'll be yelling at us, so we don't want her to do that. Beautiful, thank you. All right, so we have our diced tomatoes, our pineapple, our onion, and Sophia's working on the mango. Now you can decide to put the avocado in or leave it out. We're gonna put it on the side. But we're gonna get it ready to plate because we're running out of time. We're running out of time. We have to go soon. We have to eat. So we have our fried fish done. We have our tortas done. We have nothing in the oven this week. It's crazy. Everything is right in front of you today. We have our avocados. We're gonna just slice them and get them ready. I'm gonna take the pits out. And we're gonna slice our avocado. We just wanna do slices down, you know, we sliced it up right down there. We have that all ready. Sophia, are you almost done with that, honey?
Avocado.
Your mango, get rid of that, and we're just gonna use what we have here.
Avocado mango. I said avocado.
Jeremiah, can you get the garbage out, please? All right, Sophia, stop for 1 minute, please, because you're rushing and you have a mess in front of you, and that doesn't work well. Okay, so get rid of your mess. Jeremiah's got the garbage. Throw it in the garbage. Get it in the garbage, please. And we have our mango bone, which Sophia likes to chew on that. We'll save that for later. So what she's going to do is just dice up the mango. 1 minute, please. Your knife is dull. She's going to dice up the mango into little dices, and we're going to toss it right into the salsa here. Jeremiah, did I put the apple cider vinegar in there yet or no? I don't remember.
No.
No, right? I think we need a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there.
You put apple cider vinegar in there. Also.
You can use white vinegar, you can use white balsamic if you want. I like to use apple cider vinegar. Okay, we're gonna toss this. Sophia, you're gonna give me those mango slices, please. We need a little bit more mint, I think. Thank you. I like to see that fresh green in there. Makes me feel like I'm doing a lot more good when I'm eating my fried fish taco. So when we had our place on the boardwalk, we did tons and tons and tons of fried fish. And as you know, if you saw our surfer segment, we did the surfer sandwich on our Kaiser roll, which was probably one of the most popular things. We weren't open around Lent, so we only served it in the summer when we were open. But it was a very popular sandwich with some tartar sauce, some hot sauce, however you liked it, we'd make it for you. That was way before Burger King said have it your way. We were doing it way before they said that. Okay, good girl. Okay, put that away now, please. Put all this stuff away. All right, it's time to eat, you guys. We hope you're ready. We hope you BYON.
Didn't do any work, so he doesn't get to eat.
Sophia, that's not very nice. We have the olives. They said no to the olives, I think, right? Let's get our slaw up here, Jeremiah. Let's get the slaw up, and let's get something to wipe this off, please. All right, so now we're ready. We need our tortas. We have our avocado. We have our kale and fennel slaw, and we're going to get ready to eat. We hope you guys are ready. I can't wait. I'm so hungry. Get a sponge, please, to clean this off. Thank you. All right. We have our tortas here. They're staying warm in that towel there. Now, if you wanted to keep them warm with just the towel, you're going to microwave the towel a little bit and wrap them around here, and you'll be all set. So I'm drooling. I hope you don't see that. We're going to pass out our napkins because it's time to eat. Sophia, you ready? You ready? Here. Okay, Jeremiah, here you go. Let's get rid of that quickly. All right, we have to clean our space before we get ready to eat, don't we? Good girl. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is put down one of our tortas. And then we're gonna dress it as we like. Okay. Are you arguing over the napkins, honey? Don't worry about it.
No.
Here's our torta. Now, Jeremiah, he could put this in the microwave for just a little bit. I want to show you the tortas that we made earlier. Can you get the ones that we made out earlier, please? So we're gonna do gluten-free grandma first. We want to make sure she gets a big piece of fish. She's been asking for fish tacos for quite a long time. Okay, so these are the tortas that we made earlier. This one we baked in the oven, and it got really crispy and folded. Okay, not right now. And these are the tortas that we made earlier. Same exact recipe we did in front of you today. We did them a little bit thinner and a little bit more flexible, as you can see that.
Let's make our
So
torta.
I'm going to ask Jeremiah to put this in the microwave just for about 10 seconds. Jeremiah, can you microwave that? Okay, this is gluten-free grandma's fish taco. She's got her torta, her fish. We're going to do her slaw on top. This is going to be so good. And she's going to put a little bit of salsa on the top. Right on top there, honey. There you go. Now we need to add a little bit of avocado slice on there. Go, use your fork. Good girl. Okay. Gorgeous. This is going to be amazing. Now we just want to show you really quick. I won't take a bite, I promise. I promise I won't take a bite. Look at this. Look at that fish taco. You want to show them, Sophia? You're going to have to hold it though so it doesn't fall off the plate. Knowing us today, slide right off the plate and then gluten-free grandma have not. Turn it around the other way, honey. Turn it the other way. Turn it. There you go. All right, next up is Sophia because she worked really, really hard. We want her to get her torta. Sophia, you ready for your torta?
Wow.
So we've got her fish. We're going to get that slaw on there. Come on, get your slaw on there.
Can I have the slaw on the side?
Sure, we can have the slaw on the side. See how many options you have with this, right? Just beautiful fish taco. Got the slaw, got the mango salsa, pineapple mango salsa. And if you wanted to, you could do a little bit of hot sauce. You could do a little bit of sriracha.
Wow.
Sriracha mayo is the bomb, right? And Sophia's going to just dig right into that.
Maybe the sriracha, no?
Jeremiah, would you like yours now?
Joy.
Yeah, you want this one you just warmed up? This one's nice and warm. You don't want it?
I want the new one.
You want the new one. He wants the new ones. Okay, so we're going to make him his nice fish taco. You want everything?
Yes.
He wants everything.
Wait,
He said everything.
Not
On the side, on the side, on the
not
side.
that.
He wants the kale salad, the fennel kale
no,
on the side. You're going to try it. Come over here and try it.
You're gonna love it.
Sophia, tell me how it is, honey.
Mmm.
Is it delicious?
The bomb.
Is it so
Yeah.
yummy? You love it?
Yes.
Now, Jeremiah's an avocado man. He puts avocado on everything. We love avocado. We have to order the cases at Alaire because we use so many of them. All right, Jeremiah, come and eat your fish taco, honey. Can you show everybody your fish taco? Can you show everybody your fish taco with your slaw on the side? All right, I'm going to go for the older ones. I'm going to have my fish and my slaw and my pineapple mango salsa on it. How is it gluten-free, Grandma? She can't talk.
Delicious.
Her mouth is full. Now, we didn't even taste our dressing for our slaw. That was delicious. It's delicious. I'm going to put a little bit of that mango salsa on there, that pineapple mango salsa. Okay, let's move this one here, and I'll have avocado too. Whoops, there goes another thing today. Now,
I didn't drop it.
I'm going to have a bite. Just a quick little bite. I don't want to torture you, because I know it's not fair. But you can go out and get your stuff today. You can make it for this weekend, or you can have it for next Friday, which is Good Friday, and you'll be all ready.
Nice and drippy.
Let me try this, Sophia. How's that?
It is really delicious.
Well,
Guy, if you're watching, you would love this.
wow.
Guy.
Guy Fieri.
That is delicious.
Guy Fieri, if you're
I love the
watching,
pineapple mango.
you're
Sophia,
gonna love it.
stop. What do you think of what you're eating?
It's delicious.
I love the mango and the pineapple. I love the little bit of kale in there, and the fennel is so yummy. I gotta have one more bite. Sorry.
The honey gives a nice touch.
Delicious. The fish is
Wow.
cooked just right.
That is a delicious fish taco. We're gonna have to make a whole nother batch for tonight. Yep, because we know everybody's gonna be asking for them around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. We're gonna need to make another batch of fish tacos.
That sounds good to me.
But it's time to go. What did you like best, Sophia? The whole thing together? You love the whole thing. The fish taco, the mango pineapple salsa, the kale fennel, everything? And you like the tortas? We made homemade tortas. Good job. Jeremiah, how about you? You like the fish taco, huh? He used to hate fish tacos. Then I started making them a little bit different. He didn't like shrimp tacos.
Jared.
He never liked shrimp tacos. He would always say, I don't like that stuff on the top, and it was like coleslaw. He didn't like cabbage. He didn't like lettuce wraps either. He does not like lettuce wraps. And being that he has to reduce his carbs, obviously not today, but the lettuce wraps were something that he had to live through a little bit. So you like your fish taco? Thank you guys for helping Mommy today. You're too busy, you're eating, you can't talk. It's time to say goodbye.
Worth
What are you
waiting
gonna
for.
do? It's time to say goodbye. Ciao, everybody. Thank you for joining us today on ABC Gluten Free. We hope you enjoyed our one more episode of Lent recipes. Keep swimming. You got 6 more days. Keep swimming till Lent is over, and then Good Friday next week. We hope to see you back here on ABC Gluten Free. Have a delicious weekend, and God bless you guys. We want you to come, taste and see how good it is to be gluten free.
Ciao. Hair by Satnique, makeup by Artistry, wardrobe by Tula Boutique. Follow us on livestream, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, and YouTube at ABC Gluten Free. ABC Gluten Free is a production of American Pods. Ciao.
Ciao.